back in now. That part of BC certainly getting some much colder weather than we are.
Yeah, we talked about this yesterday for all the mountain passes in the southern part of BC. Definitely looking at treacherous driving conditions through these next, well, already in many cases, but also through intensifying through these next 24 hours as well. So if you can avoid that drive, absolutely do that for another couple of days. When we look at daytime highs for today, as we say, what a difference a day makes only in Alberta, right? Because we were a high of -17 in Calgary yesterday, and today we got to +2. So a dramatic increase in temperature. Maybe you got the headaches, letting you know that this was coming. 6 degrees, Lethbridge. 5 for Medicine Hat. Basically this warmer pocket right here from Medicine Hat to Calgary, Cranbrook, and we have the gustier conditions, and we'll continue to have those gustier conditions as well because that's what's helping drive these temperatures up. So peak wind gusts, the max wind gusts in communities today, 78 kilometers per hour for Pincher Creek earlier today, 35 for Calgary, 46 for Lethbridge, 43 for Cranbrook. So a windy day, absolutely. Right now the peak gusts registering, or the gusts right now registering at Waterton is 93, 70 for Pincher Creek. So really this pocket from Lethbridge over to Cranbrook, 46 kilometer per hour gusts right now in Lethbridge and 30 for Cranbrook. We are looking at these gusty conditions continuing this evening, overnight, and through tomorrow as well as this system approaches us. So it's really the wind ahead of the system. -2 is our current temperature. Visibility is decreasing a little bit, and we do have warnings in place for many areas. Calgary not under the warnings, but really for Pincher Creek, Crosnes Pass up through Canmore, Banff, Rocky Mountain House under the snowfall warning. Up to 20 centimeters of snow possible with the system for tomorrow and through early Friday. Rainfall up to 55 millimeters for the Fernie area. Highway 92, just treacherous driving for tonight and through tomorrow as well. When we look at snowfall amounts, just to give you a small indication, a bit of an error here with Pincher Creek because up to 20 centimeters is possible, especially further to the west, but up to 20 for Canmore and through Banff. I'm going to break down Calgary in just a second here. Radar and satellite, you can see that system approaching, and just to give you a timeline here with regards to the foothills getting the more snowfall. By Calgary, we're looking at kicking off with a little bit of rain, then switching over to some snowfall. That snowfall will be heavy at times tomorrow, and then ease up a little bit on Friday and become waves, and then pick up again on Saturday to become more widespread. Here's your Capital Chef 5-day forecast, a high of 8 for tomorrow. The system rolls in at about 4 o'clock, rain switching to snow, and then you can see the daytime highs plummeting. -8 for Friday, -13 for Saturday, and by Saturday, heaviest snow once again, 5 to 10 centimeters. Tara? Quiet, Capital Chef Skywatch camera. It has been gusty today. That's really the one thing we've been dealing with, and of course, a huge increase in temperatures, almost 20 degrees in just 24 hours. And we're going to hold on to some warmth for some of tomorrow, and then we're going to dip temperature-wise as the system rolls in. This system will impact us for about 3 days. And 5 days if you count the colder temperatures that will last. All right, -2 is the current temperature. Today's high was +2, normal is 1. So we're pretty much where we should be for this time of year. The record for this day is 19.4 for a high in 1992. Here's a look at the system. Doesn't look all that impressive on satellite and radar right now, but it already is starting to do a lot in many communities in BC. Mountain passes, treacherous in some areas. Tara showed you video of that earlier. And really what we're looking at a total for mountain passes up to about 30-40 centimeters of snow. Highway 93 up to 40 centimeters. And for these areas, this is tonight through tomorrow. The snowfall warning that's in place for Pincher Creek all the way up the foothills in through Banff and Canmore, 10 to 20 centimeters if possible. And this is for tomorrow. So it's going to take some time to make it to the Alberta foothills. Fernie looking at 55 millimeters of rain. So a lot of mixed precipitation for many communities. In fact, we could start this off with mixed precipitation as well. Quiet for tomorrow aside from the winds. Gusts up to about 50 kilometers per hour. Then we may kick off with a little bit of rain, quickly switching over to some snowfall, which will be heavy at times later in the day on Thursday. For your Capital Chev 7-day trend, this will also drag in a cooler air mass, as you can see. So about a high of 8 for tomorrow, but by 4 o'clock when that system starts to roll in, our temperatures will quickly plummet. So a daytime high of -8 by the time we get into Friday, -13 for Saturday. Tara?
Thank you, Danielle. A third